EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for December 4th, 2020. For your Friday, we're expecting the start of the showers starting to move in ahead of our system that will be affecting us through the overnight and again into Saturday morning. Now, the last couple of days we were talking about the uncertainties involved with the system and how one model was not the same as another, and one model run to another model run within the same model itself was not consistent. So we're having a difficult time, or at least they were, struggling with the physics of the entire situation here, and we're not able to come up with a definitive solution. So there's a lot of variability. We now have that convergence onto a solution, finally. Okay, so we have that idea what it's going to be. So unfortunately for snow lovers, it's exactly what I said in the previous video, that my gut feeling was that this is going to trend into mainly a rain situation with maybe a little couple flakes in the back end, and that's it. That's what we trended to today. And I saw the writing on the wall last night. Didn't completely commit to it, but that was my gut feeling, and that's exactly where we went today. So unfortunately for snow lovers, this is not your storm. You have to pick and choose your battles. There'll be more in the future, but this is not going to be it. All right. So this is the showers moving ahead of our system today are going to move in just part of the area. It's going to be kind of a streak here like this, going from south central PA over through maybe like Lehigh Valley and parts of southeast PA and then central New Jersey. So this is going to be during the day today. Comes in mid to late morning in some areas, as early as mid to late morning, and then continues on and off throughout the day, just intermittently. The actual low pressure will form and move toward the Delmarva here in the overnight period, and then lift off to the north and east. Now, this is a very progressive situation here with this low, which means everything's moving very quickly. All right, so there's nothing to slow this thing down. And the reason is because we're talking about the possibility of the northern stream energy up here diving down into this system and capturing it. If it captures it, it phases, and if it phases, that means it will slow down the system as it rapidly intensifies. It's going to do that just a little bit too late, about 6 hours too late, to benefit our area here with any kind of, one, a slower system, and two, a much stronger system that has the ability to produce dynamically cold snowfall. We're not going to have that. It's too progressive, too fast-moving, nearly west to east. Once it gets just east of Long Island and south of Nantucket here is where I think it really starts to explode, and you see it start to turn off to the north like here. This is when it's really wrapped up, and there's going to be a good snow event here for... instead of our area, it's going to be over parts of eastern New England here. So they're going to have a good snowfall from that. We are not. Okay, and that's the bottom line. The good news with this, with it being so progressive and fast-moving, it has cut down on rain totals. We just had a really sizable storm here just not too long ago, a couple days ago, November 30th. Some areas got 2, 3, 4 inches of rain out of that. That was a lot of rain. So it's we weren't looking forward to heavy amounts of rain from this system, and it doesn't look like we're going to have that, even in our southeastern areas, which are going to see the most out of this, because of the fact that it's moving so quickly, and that phase did not occur. The phase did occur. We had to be talking about doubling those totals easily. Okay, so here's the NAM, just to give you an idea what the NAM's doing here. This is our NAM high-res future simulated radar, and this is looking at mid to late morning. You had some showers, just light showers, streaking across. Again, this is a very narrow swath of precipitation coming through here from south central Pennsylvania over through parts of southeast, east central Pennsylvania, and New Jersey here. And it's going to be persistent on and off intermittent showers throughout the day, basically, and that's it. The low pressure is going to get going overnight, and then we're going to have an increase in those precipitation rates. But even notice here, there's really not too much up here in northeast PA, north central PA. Not much at all as far as precipitation is concerned. You might have a few, couple showers here and there. But for the bulk of this is going to remain to your southeast, and the heaviest is going to be right along parts of the southern two-thirds of Delaware and looks like coastal New Jersey especially. Okay, that's where your heaviest rain is going to be. But even there, it's not anything crazy. All right, so this is going to move away, and this moves away very early because this is progressive. Like I said, it's fast-moving. So this is going to be done before noon everywhere. Everywhere. Might actually be done very early in the morning in the interior here, where it's going to be raining up to about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. You might be done in Philadelphia, for example, by about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. That's it. And you still have a few showers continuing across New Jersey before that pulls away. And guess what? Saturday, clouds give way to sun. It's going to be a little bit breezy, but clouds give way to sun. But no snow out of this is expected, except at the very tail end. It's not shown here, but there could be, because there's not a lot of precipitation, it's going to be hard to do. But some of these higher mountain peaks here in northeast PA that do get some precipitation at the tail end could be mixing with or changing to very briefly to a few snowflakes, and that could, coat the ground or something like that. Here's the NAM 3 kilometer, what it's showing for snowfall. Okay, so not a lot. Not a lot at all. Most of the area is pretty much nothing. Okay, maybe coatings here and there. That's about it. Here's the total rainfall, and what we're looking at is generally around a half inch, or maybe slightly above that in these areas here. And the reason why it's a little higher rate here in this is where that streak was during the day here on Friday. That's getting rain. The areas northwest and southeast of there are not getting into that. So generally around a half inch, maybe a little higher than that here. But most of these areas are between a quarter and a half inch northwest of I-95. Once you get southeast of I-95 here, you see that the amounts go up a little bit. So we're looking at generally 3/4 of an inch to an inch or thereabout. So this is the highest area across our region. Again, not a big deal in the grand scheme, because the biggest picture, the biggest amounts of rain are the big story out of the system is going to be the snow here once it changes over, and you can have eastern New England getting hit hard. We're all rain here. This is a precipitation type now. Look what happens when you get once a storm gets south of Long Island and Nantucket, it wraps up and you get that heavier snow in eastern New England. So could be a good event near Boston, or maybe just west of it and up north through parts of New Hampshire here and Maine. But that's going to be their issue up there. So we'll miss out on that, and then we will look ahead to the rest of the weekend, which also is going to be, again, with clouds are going to give way to sun on Saturday. We have a partly cloudy day here on Sunday that we're expecting, with temperatures that are going to be in the 30s most likely in most areas for highs. And then near 40 Monday, Tuesday, either side of 40, but we're looking at mostly sunny skies both of those days. And then once we get to Wednesday, temperatures are going to moderate slightly. We get temperatures back up into the low to mid 40s. Then we have a quick moving system to our north here that could result in an increase in clouds. I don't think much else than that, maybe a stray shower. But it looks like just partly to mostly cloudy here on Wednesday. Again, temperatures increasing. Once we get beyond that, though, to Thursday, the temperature, or the mostly sunny skies are going to return. And we are looking at temperatures getting back into the upper 40s for highs. So that's your week ahead. This system here, I know we spent a lot of time on this week. There was some model solutions showing snow over area, and the end game here is going to be eastern New England instead. It's going to be a little bit about 6 hours too late of that phase occurring in order to get to our area and give us snow. Like the models some models were suggesting early in the week. That is now not going to happen. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for December 4th, 2020. Have a great Friday.